10 o'clock at night?
We already have an offer put down.
At 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Bro, you don't gotta lie to Kick It Food. Just tell us you got plans to do something else.
No, that's legit my plans. You know, Sam doesn't get off work till 10 o'clock.
Well, fuck Sam. I'm just playing.
I will, bitch. I will.
Bitch.
All right, let's go. Let's roll.
Okay,
I mean, I have to
will.
let. I'm letting it start.
Wait, where's the Twitch?
Oh, shit. Did I say that and Sam heard it?
No, maybe. I don't know.
She wouldn't give a fuck anyway.
Yeah, she wouldn't care.
And it's none of her business anyway.
She wouldn't give a fuck if she gets her arm bleeding?
Would it be wrong? Would it be right?
Chances are dynamite.
Cut my wife into pizza.
Mutilation out of sight.
Contemplated suicide. I was losing my sight.
Losing my
Losing
mind.
my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm right. Losing my sight.
Losing my mind.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Who are you shadowboxing, Daniel? I saw you down there dancing, bro. You were shadowboxing somebody.
Wait, who?
I was getting ready.
Daniel. You didn't sit, we're all dancing, and I look down and I see everybody dancing, and Daniel's over there shadowboxing someone.
I was getting ready. That's all.
He's getting
Hey,
pumped.
fool, Daniel don't fuck around, dog.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Para la siempre, fool.
Wait, can we finish the song we were singing earlier? Because I felt like we were getting in stride there. Because I was losing my sight.
Before you do that, welcome back, Plugs and Thugs, episode 92.
92.
Welcome.
Why does it sound so somber?
Hello.
I don't know, because it was late and I did this close.
And he's gassed from shadowboxing.
Yeah. I have to catch my breath. Do you not see me? Like
I have to catch my breasts.
Oh no, it's already fucking divulging.
Devolving.
It's already
Yeah. Devolva.
Devolvo.
Zach, or Dave, where were we at? What lyric were we at?
Oh, I don't even know.
We can start over again. I'm losing my sight.
I was losing my mind.
Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine, right?
I'm losing my sight.
And losing my mind.
Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine.
Nothing's all right.
Nothing is fine.
Something. Nothing else. I don't know all the words.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
All right. Good show,
This
guys.
is welcome,
Good night,
everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
What's up, chupapis?
What's going on, guys?
Chupapi.
Sorry.
Boom.
All right.
That's Daniel.
I'm Alex.
I'm Davicho.
And that's Zach.
I'm casting spells. I'm Zach.
Are you casting
trying to-
spells here too?
He's trying to find familiar and shit.
Fine.
Hey, bro, you were killing it on that. I'm not gonna lie.
all I could think of was Terry Crews, bro, from White Chicks, dude. It's so much fun. If you haven't yet, man,
Yep.
check out me, Alex, and Dave on the Dungeons and Dummies podcast. You can catch us on Sundays. It's a fucking wild mess, bro. Just dudes getting drunk, playing D&D for the first time.
Yep.
Alex is drinking out of a goat's horn.
Hammered drunk.
Oh, yeah,
Hammered drunk.
Nice.
We were like 7 meads deep yesterday. Oh no, that was Discord
No,
after dark.
I'm gonna pour Jack and Coke straight into this ram's horn.
I mean, you have to drink it out of that. I mean,
Can
it's
you-
almost like a given now.
Yeah. At one point though, can you cut off the tip of it and turn it into like a horn?
Like a blow.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I happen to be Jewish, and I'm really not a big fan of wasting $40.
You don't say.
Wait a minute.
Wait, you're Jewish?
Do these guys come into our Twitch to watch our show just to argue about people getting traded and stuff?
I don't know.
Get here, bro. This has nothing to do with the league. It's about hockey. It has everything to do with hockey.
Oh, that's so mad, dude.
Hot take. This is fucking gross.
I bet.
There's
What
like
is?
8 different beers in here, and now I'm
Oh,
drinking.
you didn't wash it
and
yet?
now I'm drinking
Have you-
rum and coke out of it.
Have you not watched it like a civilized human being?
Yeah.
I do, but you know what happens? Bone is porous.
Continue. I got
There was nothing else.
Well,
Bones porous, so it seeps into the bones, I guess. I don't know.
Even when I clean it, it has an odd beery taste.
Interesting.
Wow, we're fucking going down a weird hill here.
It's
So,
happens.
Well, welcome to the first episode of Dungeons and Dummies Behind the Magic.
Yeah.
so if you have
I am your host.
So if you have not yet, you can check me and Dave out on the
Yes.
Zach and Dave Make a podcast show.
We're gonna have people on soon one day.
Yeah, we're gonna record soon. I promise. I fucking
Okay.
promise. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Even though
wanna
we're
get-
not, but we're talking about.
We're trying to get someone that we don't know to come on the show.
Yeah. So
That would
if
be ideal.
you or anybody you know would like to come onto our show and talk about some interesting shit,
If you're creative.
yeah, DM. It doesn't even have to be creative, man. I mean, you
I
can.
don't know.
If you're just like a biological scientist or a chemist or something like that, and you just want to
Yeah.
come on and talk to us about the intricacies of stoichiometry and stuff, like
Or if you want a cult, cult leader would be super cool.
cult leader would be dope as fuck. I would love to pick your mind. But yeah, I mean,
Or like a flat earther, if you're a flat earther or something like that, or like
we can find some of those.
Zach's face got
I
so
know a
serious.
guy.
or I like, as I like to call them, smooth earthers.
smooth first.
I like
But
it.
yes, hit us up. You can come on, or have someone come on. It'd be great.
Oh yeah, man, you can come drink, get faded with us. It'd be awesome.
I could hear your speakers now, Alex.
Let me turn
Yeah,
that
I
down.
can now. Yeah.
You can also find me and Daniel on the media show on Sunday or Wednesdays.
No, it's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see us on Wednesday, covering the week in NZHL. So
All the tiers in NZHL.
all the tiers in NZHL. Yep,
Here's dunks and all of the above.
you can fucking drown in them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What?
Scratches his beard.
What? Do whatever, bro.
Nah, fool, just you with that beard comb just sitting there with your tiny
This
little-
isn't a beard comb. It's a back scratcher.
Stop! What the
It's
fuck, bro?
For you, it's like a back rake. You
Hold on.
got a back rake.
Zach, by the way, can you send me a link for that back scratch?
Yeah, I will. I will, bro.
No,
This is the
I'll
best
just
thing
tell you exactly where to get it. You go to Home Depot, you go to aisle D9, and you go for the biggest rake you could fucking find.
That probably hurt.
I was gonna. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to.
What are you gonna make short jokes?
No, I was not. I was gonna make another kind of joke.
Oh.
Oh, I know where that's going. Yeah, don't do that.
So why don't we get into our weekly discussions that we've been getting into?
Yeah, where do you guys want to start? We
so
always
past-
start in order.
Past
Why don't we
couple
go with,
weeks.
Oh.
Past couple weeks, we've been doing our protected lists by each division, each team, and stuff like that. So this week is the North Division. So why don't we just hop into that, knock that out, bang it out of the way?
I like
You guys-
it.
You guys
I
want to
like
go in alphabetical order?
Sure, if you alphabetize it.
Alex, do you have
Calgary.
the cat friendly thing up or no? Or do we need
I
to
do.
Now.
Oh, you do, Zach? Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
So these are players who are eligible.
Oh, we're
Matthew
doing the North
Tkachuk-
Division.
Oh no,
Division.
Matthew Tkachuk is not.
Matthew Tkachuk definitely not eligible.
He's RFA. Johnny Gaudreau is eligible. Sean Monahan is eligible. Mikhail Backlund is eligible. Elias Lindholm is eligible. We have Mark Giordano, Noah Hannafin, Rasmus Anderson, and Chris Tanev. And then as far as goalies go, Tyler Parsons is the only one that they could expose. So out of the names that are on this list,
Question. Sorry to cut you off. Is Dylan Dube on the protected list or no?
Dylan Dubé is a RFA.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't he on this? I don't know if he's still on his ELC or.
He's an RFA.
Either way, he's a restricted free agent.
He's 22 years old. I doubt he's on an ELC.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, he's still RFA though.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, where do we want to start, Alex?
For
right?
me, go for it, Alex.
I'll kick it off. So I'm gonna knock the big one out of the way because I know some people who are less educated on the situation are gonna say Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau is not gonna get exposed in the expansion draft. It's not gonna happen.
No.
My top pick would be a guy that they've been trying to move for a while. The interest just isn't there. Still relatively young, possibly proficient top 6 center if he's given a chance somewhere else. Might just need a fresh start. We've talked about him a lot. I think Sam Bennett is probably the go-to choice.
They can't.
Considering that Mark Giordano is probably going to want to retire a plane.
Nope, they can't move him. He's RFA.
Sam Bennett?
Wait, what's the rule on RFAs and
he's RFA at the end of the season.
Gotcha. So he's ultimately protected.
Hold on. There's a cap-friendly expansion tool. Is that what you're on?
Yeah.
Because Oswald says use that to figure it out. But
yeah,
apparently
look, players who meet here. Look, let me share my screen so we all know what's going on here. Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
That's fancy.
I found it. I'm good.
Players who meet or are projected to meet the exposure requirements are highlighted in green.
Love it. Thank you.
Sam Bennett is not in green.
There you go.
Sam Bennett is eligible.
No.
He just said no because he's RFA.
Oh, okay. So green check mark means that they are available.
The check mark means that they've reached the game requirement. Green is like, yeah, they can be exposed.
Okay.
Yes, correct. They can be exposed. Bennett can be picked, what Oswald said.
Based off this list, Milan Lucic obviously going to get exposed, not going to get selected. You'd be crazy to do that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Looking at this list, the odd man out to me looks like Christopher Tanev.
Can you guys send me that list real quick?
Here, I'm just going to send you the link here.
Oh, gracias, papi. Chulo.
Hey, you know what, dude? I might not be reading this list right. This list confuses me. Confuses me. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I see it. So hold on. It says players who meet or are projected to meet the exposure requirements, so they can be exposed. Let's see. It says RFA 2021.
Okay, no. If they are on that list at all, they are available. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Sam Bennett can be exposed.
Yes. Correct. So I'm sticking to my guns then and sticking with Sam Bennett.
I like that pick. He's still young.
Shout out to Dave looking extra cute tonight.
Oh, stop it.
Anybody see that clip I posted in the clips of me just one punching fucking Gio?
No.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
I didn't need to see the clip. I was there.
Yeah. I laid a monster's hit on Perfetti. He comes up to me to fight me because of it, and then I just one punch him. Dude! He's out like a light. Hey,
yo, shout out to Gio. He had like 4 or 5 dunks the other night. Discord After Dark. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
Oz thinks Sam Bennett's gonna get traded by the deadline.
I think so too.
I don't think so. They've been trying to move him since last season's deadline and haven't found any biters. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, I thought they were trying to keep him, and all of a sudden now he's asking and requested a trade.
No. He's been in the rumor mill for like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, he's been in the mill.
They were aggressively shopping him at the deadline last year, and I know Winnipeg was calling, but that ended up falling through because Calgary wanted too much for a guy who really hasn't produced much at the NHL level. So
that's fair. I mean, I could see if they don't move him, he's definitely one that would make sense for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's.
All right, I'm going to go off the board here. And I'm going to say that they don't protect Elias Lindholm just to get themselves out of that cap space. I know it's off the board and he's probably going to get protected, but I mean Sam Bennett is the more than likely the candidate. I also think that
wait, you really think Lindholm contract is something you'd want to get out from under?
I mean, it's almost $5 million.
It's not bad though.
I read that. I'm sorry.
For a top 6 winger.
My bad. I was looking at Derek Ryan's number. He's right under him. My bad.
I see it.
Yeah. It is almost 5. Yeah, you're right, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player too, but I mean, that one's tough because, I mean, what he's done for that team. I mean, Elias Lindholm has been really a rock for that team, and it's really hard to, to expose somebody like that because, I mean, it's tough.
Listen, bud, I'm just throwing the names out there, man. Doesn't necessarily mean I believe in it. I'm just throwing the names out there to talk about it.
It's to start a discussion. Damn it!
I know, Jesus. I think that
I think the way Cat Friendly wrote this, I think, is fucked.
Because whose contract? Whose contract?
Because everybody that can be exposed seems to be in white, and the green people, the ones that have green with the expiry. Like Elias Lindholm says, a UFA in 2024 with a 4.85 hit. He's green, and all these others are white. I got to imagine like Mark Giordano, he probably can't.
This tool is, if anything, this is confusing us more.
It confuses the fuck out.
Yeah. This is.
Wish really we had Scott to.
Scott, help!
Yeah, I mean, Oswald's right. I think it's fucking with my brain.
The green check is because teams must have players available that meet specific criteria. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, man.
We're just dumb. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're fucking dumb. That's what it is.
There's a list of exempt players at the bottom. There you go. Thanks, Oswald. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Scroll down a little bit, guys. We're a little retarded.
It literally says exempt in
big
bold letters.
Buddy.
What?
Watch the R word.
Yeah, you said it really hard.
And with that being said,
that guy is a menace.
Says Alex. Oh, thank you for switching me back.
I can't help it if you're wataded.
No.
Wataded.
Smooth-brained. That's what
wataded.
you say. That was my part.
You know, I've asked around about smooth-brained, and it's pretty offensive.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, we on Twitch, boys. Let's be nice to each other.
Anyways, there is a list of exposed, ineligible players that are protected at the very bottom of each roster. So refer to that.
What?
If you scroll down,
essentially everyone that's not in that list is available for.
I don't see like where the people are, like the ineligible players.
I see it. It says exempt.
It's right under goaltenders. It's right under goaltenders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find it either. I'm on my phone, so it's harder to find.
I had to pop out another screen right now, dude.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, so I mean, a lot of their no names, except for maybe Connor Zari.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement though. Sam Bennett's probably going to be the one who gets picked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it has to be.
Let's move on.
I think Sam Bennett's a good one. Okay, now that we figured it out, this is not going to be bad.
No,
I did not even see that there. I did because it's all gray, so it's hard to read.
Who do we got next?
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Thank you, Oswald, for pointing that out. You didn't have to be a dick about it, though.
I mean, that's
Oswald. I know
that's Oswald.
So let's have a look here. So
there's a lot of players on this that are eligible. A lot of fucking players.
Yes. The names that are, exempt are not
I'll
even.
run it down. So eligible players are Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, James Neal, Zach Kassian, Alex Chiasson, Kyle Turris, Josh Archibald.
Those are not.
He's UFA 2021, so he can't be. They need to have.
That's why he's not highlighted in green, Poppy.
Right.
Their contract has to expire in 2022.
Jesse Puljujarvi, Darnell Nurse, Oscar Klefbom, Chris Russell, Ethan Bear. Somehow that doesn't make sense to me, and Caleb Jones.
Well, they're not because again, the green can't be exposed.
He can be. Yeah, because he's met the game requirements.
Yeah,
he's second year pro.
Right.
Correct.
So based off this list, I mean, for me, the obvious pick with his contract is going to be Kyle Turris if they choose to expose him. I mean,
I agree.
This is a former number one center when he was in Nashville. He's still 31 years old. 1.65 really is not a huge gamble on a guy like that.
It really isn't.
2 years left on that deal, so if he tanks whatever, you hit the cap floor and you move him out.
Low risk, high reward. Again, I like it.
This is a potential number one center that could just need another fresh start. Not to say that he's still got number one center potential. He definitely doesn't. But in a flex role between like the second and third line, that's not a bad option to have.
I'm going to go off the board here. I'm going to pick James Neal.
I was going to say James Neal too.
I'm going to say James Neal, and the reason being they need to hit cap floor, obviously, and he's a productive winger. He might just need to change the scenery, but yeah, that's who I'm going to go with, James Neal.
I agree. Change of scenery. What's the
it's hard to go off the board on this one, to be honest with you.
Go off that board, Daddy.
No, it's hard to go off the board. I can agree exactly with what you just said. James Neal, that's
any other defenseman look enticing for a club like Seattle?
Ethan Bear, if they don't, I mean, they're going to protect him, but
yeah, they're not
Ethan Bear for sure.
They might expose like an Oscar Clefbaum though, just because he's getting up there in age.
And
I can see that with that contract number.
Defense is so sparse they can't afford to give up a top four D man.
They have two, yeah. It's their problem. Is defense.
They may end up. What about Zach Cassian? You guys think maybe?
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
They need the grit. They have the same problem Toronto does. Not enough grit.
Dude, Zach Cassian, I didn't realize he was only 30. That dude looks like he's 45.
I forgot. Yeah.
Homeboy's younger than me.
And he got silky smooth head, bro. That guy's got a shiny dome.
Yeah, he does, my guy. Chrome dome. So let's move on to. We're all general consensus here. Probably James Neal, Kyle Turris. I mean, those are safe picks.
Montreal.
All right, so Montreal, we've got, and in terms of being able to be exposed. Let's see what we got here.
Jonathan Drouin, Josh Anderson, Toffoli, Brendan Gallagher, Paul Byron.
Brendan Gallagher cannot be exposed. He has an
NMC, so he'd have to waive that NMC, but he's their franchise player, so
yeah. My bad. He does have a green check mark. That's why. Shea Weber, of course. Jeff Petrie, also with a no movement clause.
Sherrod.
I'm always gonna say his name wrong. Joel Edmondson and Brett Kulak. That looks like it's it.
Also,
Jake
technically,
Allen.
Carey Price, who has an NMC, yeah, Jake Allen and Michael McNiven.
Oh yeah, my bad.
The big standout for me here is, and I'm going out on a limb. This isn't necessarily the smartest pick, but it's the one I'm going to go with. If they need to hit a cap floor, and we talked about it last week, if they want to establish marketability, I know it's a terrible contract for a really old player, but still, Shea Weber.
I get what you're saying with that, dude. I get what you're saying.
This
35.
This is my stretch pick.
Yeah. I could see that if the sole purpose is to hit the cap floor and maybe set some kind of culture defensively. Yeah. I don't know what kind of culture that would be. Yeah. But he's 35 years old and would be playing on the Northwest. Like
You're correct.
My realistic
that happening.
My realistic pick is either Paul Byron or Jake Allen.
All right, so let's do the math here, right? So they're probably going to go the 8-1 route, or just 8. Is it just 8 skaters? I think it's just 8 skaters, right? Yeah. But they have to protect 3 already. Brendan Gallagher, Jeff Petrie, Carey Price. So it means that they're going to have to. So they can only select 5 more. So they're protecting Jonathan Drouin, Josh Anderson. Oh man.
I think Ben Sherrod. I think Ben Sherrod gets protected. I think Joel Edmondson gets protected.
I think
we were forgetting about Toffoli too here. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna protect Toffoli. So they're probably gonna protect Drouin, Anderson, Toffoli. So that's 3, and then they're gonna do Sherrod and probably Edmondson. So that's probably gonna leave Brett Kulak, Paul Byron, Jake Evans, Shea Weber, and
But
then their goalies. So
yeah, like Adam said too, when Weber's done, he'll just go on long-term IR too. So
Yeah.
Oh, do the Datsuk?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, do the Datsuk. That's a different thing than the move on Chell.
Oh yeah. This is contractual. This is all professional, baby.
all professional. So more than likely, yeah.
Sherrod or Weber, you got to lose one.
Fuck, man. Hey, Alex, man, that's a good pick, dude. I think I agree with you on the Shea Weber thing here.
I don't agree, and the reason why I don't agree is Tyler Johnson from Tampa Bay. That's the reason why I don't agree with you.
Okay.
I think they're going to protect Ben Sherratt for sure. So maybe Brett Kulak. Maybe
they'll Shea Weber, but they won't take him because of the
age in the contract.
Paul Byron.
So they'll protect Sherratt. Yeah.
I mean,
damn, this is fucking hard.
That's
Shea Weber. Yeah,
I don't know. That's a stretch, man. I think they
don't protect him. I mean, they want to get younger. They want to shed cap. I mean,
okay, let's put it this way: what benefit do the Canadians have in keeping someone like Weber or protecting someone like Weber? I don't think there's any positivity that comes from that. I don't think.
Look at what Adam said about him retiring.
Well, I mean, he can retire, but the Preds would be fucked. But I mean,
They shouldn't. Yeah, that's on them.
All right, so let's move on to
Ottawa. Ottawa.
Winnipeg next. Winnipeg is interesting.
We're going in alphabetical orders, Dick.
Oh, my bad.
As who?
Ottawa.
I'm glad we figured this out because before we looked really dumb.
Oh yeah, that took us a hot minute. We looked really bad for a second.
So Ottawa's smooth brains.
Ottawa's protected list is as follows. They've got, or not protected, possible exposures are as follows. They've got Evgeny Dadonov, Colin White, Connor Brown, Chris Tierney, Ryan Dzingel. No, not Ryan Dzingel. I'm sorry.
Austin Watson. Yeah. Austin Watson.
Yeah. Professional wife beater, Austin Watson.
We're still on Twitch.
Well, I mean,
he did it. Actual news.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he did it and was.
I don't like to be reminded of these things, dude.
Thomas Chabot.
That's okay to say.
Nikita Zaitsev, Joshua Brown.
Our lawyers here.
And then pretty much all their goalies.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the person that gets picked up by Seattle is probably going to be Matt Murray. Murray.
Okay. That's not a bad pick. I swing between that, actually. I kind of want to agree with you, but Chris Tierney is also kind of in the back of my head, but Chris Tierney's been playing so well for Ottawa.
He's getting protected, man.
Yeah.
They might even expose Evgeny Dadonov, man.
I don't think
they are going to expose him. I don't think so. 32, making $5 million a year.
They just signed him this past season.
Yeah, they just signed him this past season, and he was doing well for them. For especially the situation that they're in.
Well, is a relative term here.
Yes. Well, we're talking about Ottawa, so that is a relative term.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fuck.
By the way, we're going in alphabetical order, but we skipped the Canucks.
What?
Vancouver.
That's the V
name. Okay, my bad. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Ignore me.
Yes, you are. Mormon.
He's a smoothie.
Jesus. Yeah. So I love Matt Murray. What do you two think?
I think we passed the Canucks. That's what I think.
Shout out to Scott who couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out to our lawyer. Shout out to our lawyer and Scotch connoisseur.
Seattle going to take Amadio from Ottawa to be their number 1 seed.
Big Fox.
Damn. I don't know, man. Hey, shout out to Amadio for getting someone actually trading for him.
Shout out to Amadio for getting the hell out of LA.
Good for him. Hopefully he changes his life around.
Yeah, man. Becomes a better hockey player. Anyway.
I mean, Murray is young, too. Or youngish.
He's 26.
And on a favorable contract for a number 1 goalie.
Well,
I wouldn't call it a favorable contract for Matt
not.
Murray, yeah. But, yes. I agree. I mean, there's a cap floor to hit. He's a young goaltender. Yeah, I think so too. I agree with Adam on who gets protected. Yeah. Scott also agrees, even though he's not on the show. Matt Murray. I mean, that makes a ton of sense. I mean, really, because he is, like you said he's 26, right, Zach?
Yeah, man, 26.
I mean, yeah, 6.25 for the level of play he's had the last couple of seasons and the injury. It's, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, hitting the cap floor with a young guy that still can, turn it around. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
No, I don't think so either. Let's move on to
Toronto.
I
got these guys up already. So everyone who's on this list reads as follows. It's Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander, Alex Kerfoot, Pierre Engvall, Muzzin, TJ Brody, Morgan Riley, Justin Holl, and Jack Campbell, and Michael Hutchinson.
Okay, so
rounds out the goalies.
For me, I think it's the pick for Seattle is going to either be Alex Kerfoot or TJ Brody.
I'm going to disagree with you on TJ Brody. Kerfoot, I was actually considering. That might be they do need depth centers, but they need cap more than anything. So that Kerfoot pick I like. They're so starved on the back end. I don't think they can afford to give up TJ Brody without taking a serious hit to their defense. My pick is going to be either Alex Kerfoot, like you said, or Jack Campbell because he's their goalie. That's the only goalie that's not Freddie Anderson that carries the highest cap hit.
Well, Freddie Anderson's UFA at the end of this year.
Right, yeah, they're not going to re-sign him.
Brody gets protected.
I think Brody gets protected too. They cannot afford to give up. And you look at that defensive core they have; they can't afford to lose TJ Brody.
Yeah, dude, it's paper thin back there.
Yeah, they're in the same situation as Edmonton. They have a little bit more, flexibility having Morgan Riley and Muzzin, but I mean, I agree. I think TJ Brody stays. That's the reason.
If you're a win now,
what's his name go after last season when they traded for him? Holy crap! Jesus. Just a heads up, Toronto can protect all three of their eligible forwards and three defensemen, so pick a goalie or Justin Holl. There you go.
Well, Jack Campbell then.
Jack Campbell, yeah. That's the smartest one if they haven't already picked their goalie.
Well, yeah. No, I think they're going to go Alex Kerfoot, man. That's just me, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
So
Justin Holl. I like it.
So now we got Winnipeg, right?
No, we have Vancouver. Chupapi.
Yeah,
I'm bad.
No, it's okay, man.
All right, so here's the people that they that are eligible. We got Wooey, Wooey. Then we got Brock Besser, Bo Horvat, JT Miller, Jay Beagle, Antoine Roussel, Jake Virtanen, Tyler Mott, Tyler Myers, Nate Schmidt, and then Braden Holtby, Thatcher Demko.
So I know we all talked about before the season started that Braden Holtby was being brought to Vancouver specifically to go to Seattle, right?
Right.
And we saw a lot of this with Vegas right before the draft. There are some incentive trades that can be brought in. Can Seattle be convinced to take the last 2 years of Louis Eriksson's contract and free up $6 million for Vancouver?
I don't know if they're going to allow.
Yeah, they said they're putting some restrictions on that after Vegas took advantage of it.
Right, but who's to say that those trades can't be posted after the draft?
This is true. They can't do handshake trades beforehand, but not take something else.
Who's to say that they don't take like an exposed, older AHL caliber player from Vancouver?
Well, there's requirements. They have to play a certain amount of games in the NHL this season.
Tyler Mott.
I mean, yeah. That could be.
Yeah, and then they flip a second round pick for Louis Eriksson, even though it's a big ask. But Vancouver frees up $7.5 million by letting those two guys go.
Man, Braden Holtby really played himself out of Seattle.
Yo, weren't we talking about that like 6 or 7 episodes ago where it was like, yeah, man, that's the first goalie choice in the expansion draft.
Yep.
Yeah, if they go Murray, there's no reason for them to take Holtby at that point because he's younger. Locked up.
Depends on the caliber of goaltender you want and whether or not.
By the way, I'll make sure I throw
Murray.
his comment up here since he can't be on the show. He said he was going to be in the comments. Said he thinks Russell is a good choice for them. If
Sandpaper guy, he's a pest. Can definitely establish an identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's at $3 million, which is
favorable.
A decent contract, but also kind of a lot for Russell.
Yeah.
But
and he's 31, like you said.
I mean, that's not a terrible pick for them either, though. I mean, I think Scott makes a good point with the Russell signing, especially if they don't need Holtby at that point. I mean, really, I think it's going to be looked at a lot more with the whole Louis Eriksson thing and taking those contracts. It's going to be tougher to get through.
Here's my thing. I have heard rumblings that, and this is from Vancouver fans, that they hate Tyler Myers. And they want him out of Vancouver so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if they leave him exposed. At
$6 million?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he gets picked. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if they expose him.
Well, the only thing is with their defensemen, it looks like a lot of them are free agents. But yes, I mean, I guess they could go 8-1, like you said. So if they
I'm gonna go get beer.
Yep.
If they want to protect more forwards, they can go that route and expose them.
It's tough.
Yeah, they're not exposing Nate Schmidt though. No chance that happens. That's a good pick for them.
Oh, dude, look at the very top. Watch this. Look at this.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, watch this. So look at these up here.
Yeah.
It does this for you. 2 forwards must be left unprotected.
Oh, there you go.
And then it goes, 1 defenseman must be left unprotected. And then 1 goalie must be left unprotected.
Got it. Okay.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm doing it on my phone, so it's a little bit harder. That's why it took me a second to find that thing that they were talking about. Yeah, I mean, Tyler Myers, that's definitely a possibility if they want to move on from him because that's a $6 million cap hit. Another one. Tripping Animals.
Shout out wherever the fuck you guys are if you're listening.
I also tend to agree too. If they need some grit, I think Russell, as a bottom 6 guy, would be decent to have on a new expansion team.
That's facts.
I think we got to wait for Alex. I think somebody might have unplugged his speakers and he can't hear us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just making sure I pull up Scott's comments because he can't join us. He let us know.
Love you, Scott. Thinking about you.
Okay, there he is. Yes.
You all right?
Yeah, all good.
He's like bleeding from his hand all profusely.
Did you have anybody that you want? Oh, you said Tyler Mott. You already talked to him. All right, let's move on to Winnipeg then.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Winnipeg's an interesting situation. I mean, for me personally, I'll let you guys go down the list, but I only see like one clear choice here.
So we got Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Ehlers, PLD, Mason Appleton, fucking Joshua Morrissey, Dylan DeMillo, and Nathan. It's a really Bellew. Always gonna mess up those fucking names. Connor Hellebuck, Mikhail Burden, and Eric Comrie.
All right, before we get into it, I just want to read these things off. I just found these. These are pretty cool. These are the forward exposure requirements. 2 forwards must be left unprotected who are under contract in 21-22 and have met one of the following requirements. So two of their forwards need to be exposed if they go the 5-3-1 route. Their defensemen, one of them has to be exposed, and then 2 of their goalies have to be exposed. Actually,
huh?
No, one. Yeah. For me, this is a bit tougher.
This is actually the hardest one out of the whole division, I think.
I think that they're gonna let. So they're definitely not going to protect Nathan Beaulieu. They're not going to protect him. They're not going to protect Eric Comrie.
Yeah, they're protecting Morrissey for sure.
They're going to protect Morrissey, and they're going to protect DeMello because he's younger. Shit. So then,
for me, while you think about it, the obvious choice here is Eric Comrie. Eric Comrie is one of the only goalies that's possibly going to be exposed that's still young enough and has starter potential. And at $700K, they have a year to figure it out and test the waters. He hasn't.
Wait, I don't get it. Wait, hold on. It says RFA in 2021. I thought.
Yeah, he's RFA 2021.
Oh, it says he's eligible.
But I think they can still get him because they have his rights.
Right.
Bird rights or whatever the fuck they're called.
I'm sure Scott will explain it in a second. I don't understand it too because it does mark it as green as.
Yeah, Eric Comrie. I think that's probably one of the biggest low risk, high reward players eligible in the expansion draft.
Yeah, if you're getting a guy like Murray to be your number one and have Comrie be your number two, that's nice.
Well, the thing with Comrie is Comrie's never gotten a real chance in Winnipeg. Because how are you going to take a starting spot from Connor Hellebuyck, one of the best goalies in the NHL?
This is true.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, okay. Scott again. Yeah, that's all. We're looking at it says something about the green being eligible and exposing, so that's why we were confused from the start.
We should have had someone from Cap Friendly on the fucking show today.
So they're gonna have their pick between Mason Appleton,
Yep.
Nathan Beaulieu, and Eric Comrie, and I think they're gonna go the Beaulieu route, but that's just me.
They might have to give up a good forward since they have to expose two that are signed. Right. That is interesting too.
So they're definitely holding on to PLD.
100%.
The only person I could see them not holding on to is Nikolai Ehlers. If they're going to expose one of their good forwards.
I don't think so, man. People sleep on Nikolai Ehlers. He's one of the most important players in that franchise.
Yeah, dude, but they just gave Connor Kyle a fucking fat pay increase.
Yeah,
Kyle Potter.
Wow.
He making big money.
First name, so yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's easy to mess those up.
What did I say?
Connor Kyle.
Connor Kyle.
Connor Kyle.
That's because you're thinking of Connor K on your team.
Yep, this is true.
I think so too. I think that could definitely be a possibility since they have to protect or have to expose two that are signed. There's no way that they're going to. They're not. Connor. They're not.
RGM wild sighting.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking about that shortly. You didn't miss it yet, RGM.
Oh yeah, Panthers Weekly starts in 10 minutes.
Wild RGM spotted.
Panthers Weekly. They're not, and again, PLD. They're not. There's no way they expose PLD after giving up.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
So yeah,
they might. I think Nikolai Ehlers is a future Seattle Kraken, dude.
Let's get it cracking, dude.
I agree. Scott also agrees. All right, so we have all five of us in agreement there. Yeah, I think that's the highest talent too. Why would you take a guy like Beaulieu and Eric Comrie
or Mason Appleton?
When you're going to have, again, goalies, like Alex's point is valid, but at the same time, with all the goalies that are going to be exposed, I don't think they go
have your pick of the litter at that point.
Yeah,
this is true. You can get the number one backup goalie in the league, fucking Jack Campbell.
Yeah.
Soupy.
So that concludes our discussion on
our trip around the league.
We didn't get to the East yet. That'll be next week.
Yep. Next week.
We talked North. We talked the North Division tonight. So we will get to the East next week.
Yeah.
So up next, just for you, gent.
Now we're starting Panthers Weekly here.
Panthers Weekly.
Aaron Ekblad injured, and he's out 12 weeks.
Fractured.
Leg fracture. Yeah, left leg fracture.
Look, man.
Don't leave. We're not talking shit. We're talking about the injury, what it means for Florida and the Norris race.
Having had a severe leg injury myself, the way he went down was fucking frightening, dude. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. Thank God it was just just a fracture and it wasn't like a compound fracture, or like a tornado.
I was thinking torn
everything.
Yeah, ligaments. I was thinking
torn everything.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. The first thing I thought was torn ligaments or a compound fracture.
It takes a lot when you see a guy like covering his face, writhing in pain, smashing his hands on the ice, like take me off the fucking ice. Let's like
calling people immediately.
Yeah, it's like it was pretty freaky, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought he had the same injury that Dave had, dude. A torn labia.
Jesus.
So here's another situation. Well, honestly, man, it's not good for Florida. Definitely not good for Florida. That's their number one RD. I mean, they're pretty high in the standings in the East.
Yeah, they are.
So I could possibly see them trying to make a move for a right defenseman, like a rental, just to get them to keep them going into the playoffs. I mean, losing Ekblad while chasing a playoff spot, that's brutal.
But it's not the end of the world, though, either. Like, if you think long term, he's only, 26, 25, 26, something like that?
It's only a 12 – I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's a 12-week injury.
Yeah.
So that's –
right.
If you think about it long term, it's not that crazy of a time, but it just sucks that it's happening
If
right now.
Florida makes a deep run, he'll be back in time for that deep run.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like the second or third round of playoffs,
and could you imagine what that does to team morale, especially if you're like,
hell yeah.
talking for
a that's a big
that's huge.
Especially if he comes back with his beard and his primitive look.
Primitive.
Isn't back till June, so that would be finals. Yeah.
That would be, they'd have to make a real, the big run.
Yeah, the run.
The run.
So Tim Peel was fired after a hot.
I want to give him his due for the Norris too. I mean, he's been he's been a monster. He's been top 3. 100%. What I would say this season. He's definitely, if not the front runner, the way he's been playing. He's definitely towards the talks and would have been a finalist for the Norris if he kept it up the rest of the season.
Agreed.
So it's really tough to see. Just
Drew Doughty is winning the Norris.
Yeah, he's up at the top. I saw the 5 versus 5 analytics too. That's the thing is you're looking at it and it's like you have Ekblad, you've got Makar, and a couple other guys, and he's towards the top 2 to 3. So it's just kind of tough to see that because he finally came around. He's had the concussions. He's had some other issues he's dealt with, and he's finally healthy. He had been healthy, playing absolutely like a monster. He was helping Florida on their way to a deep playoff run. And this happens, yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
Very, very, it sucks. It sucks for the league and, for teams when guys like this go down. And really unfortunate things.
Yeah.
Tim Peel was fired after a hot mic situation. I don't even know what he said. I haven't even heard or seen the video.
He said something along the lines of like, I wanted to get Nashville 1 early on, and then like the mic cut. That's all I heard. And essentially what he was talking about was a makeup call that he wanted to give. I can't remember who they were playing, but he wanted to call the Preds for something questionable, so they gives whoever they're playing an advantage
for a makeup call. Yeah, so the reason, obviously, it's so he basically confirmed makeup calls are a thing in the NHL. So there's his exact quote: "I wanted to call a fucking penalty on you. It's not much, but I don't know."
Yeah, I think the mic cut off right after that. But I mean, it's proven something that we've known to be true in hockey. It sucks because the guy lost his job on a hot mic.
And he was retiring at the end of the season.
It really doesn't mean much that he got fired. So
this is an interesting thing because a couple of things here. One, I don't know. Again, everybody knows makeup calls are a thing.
Yeah.
And it sucks when you get a hot mic like this. Yeah, he's not fired. He's just not working another game.
So he's going to get you retired. He's going to get you retired.
They forcefully retired him,
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, it's really interesting because everybody knows makeup calls are a thing. It's kind of how I don't want to say the game's policed because it's not really the right word, but it just happens. So when because of the human element, you miss calls. Sometimes you call something ticky tacky on the other side. Just be like, oh, hey, I fucked up, so I'm making a right over here. So yes, everybody knows that's the thing. It sucks to hear it that way, but
I don't mind it.
Is it good or bad for the game, though?
See, that's the thing. Like, this one's very 50-50 for me because I understand and I agree with Zach because, yes, you don't want those to be a thing. Yeah. But at the same time, when makeup calls happen, it's because they're you can't really –
they're righting it wrong.
They can't really correct the call they made. So you do that. But at the same time, the real thing that comes down to it when I saw is more of like the hot mic situation. We want to see people with – we always want all these cool things to happen where players and refs and all these other guys are wearing mics and kind of get some more insight into the game and how it works. So now you get a guy that he doesn't get fired, but he's not going to work the rest of his career. Yes, because it's the rest of the season. But now you got other people that are in a question like, okay, well, if this happened, do I really want to wear a mic that may or may not come on at the wrong time and I say the wrong thing?
Oh, yeah, it's awful, man. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we want all of this, like, backstage access, VIP access to the players and the coaches and all this stuff. And it sucks because those guys are going to say things within their environment that might not be, like, socially acceptable. That's why sometimes I don't really feel like cameras or mics should be allowed in the locker room or, like, placed on players for the most part because it's kind of intruding on like a sacred part of the game, I guess, like for some of those dudes, I would imagine. I don't know. Does that sound silly?
I don't know.
This is the way that I. Okay, sorry, Alex, go for it.
Oh no! I was just gonna say I agree with Dave.
Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, okay.
I thought you. Yeah, okay.
I thought you were gonna add more to that.
No, that's it. I got nothing else to add.
I mean, I don't. So here's the thing, right? Like, there's a human element. Refs make mistakes when they make calls, and then they see it live, right? They see the replay of it, and their way of correcting their wrong is by calling something else a little more ticky-tacky, whatever. So I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me that much. It's just refs doing what they need to do to make sure the game is fair.
Dude, RGM brings up a good point right here. And I think we've all seen it. The difference between regular season reffing and what they let you get away with in the playoffs. So playoff reffing. Do you guys think that's a thing? Is it real? Yes. I definitely think it's real. I've seen so many things that
I think it's a thing, and I do agree with him. But I think at the same time, I think it should be. I don't know if RGM is saying that. One way or the other, what I'm trying to say is I think it should be kind of, I guess, quote unquote, playoff reffing for the whole season because it kind of allows these players to do a little bit more. It becomes a little bit more intense. Yes, transparency. Scott said, I'll pull his comment up, but really, like, that's the thing is if there is the difference, I know people know this in any playoff, in any sport. They usually allow a little bit more because of the intensity or whatever they want to say. But
the stakes or whatever.
Yeah, the stakes are higher, whatever it is. I think it should be extended into the regular season if you're going to have that type of difference because it really does. It lets the players play a little bit more. It makes games maybe a little bit more intense. I know it's a thing. It's blatant. It's not only in hockey. It's in other sports too. And it's I get exactly what he's saying, and makeup calls for what the definition is kind of sucks, but I agree. I think we're all on the same page as far as makeup calls only happen because they have to make a call live.
They got to right the wrong.
Don't really see it. They don't really see it, or they see what happens, but they have to do it right away. And then when they see it, like you said, on a replay or something like that, oh shit, like he missed him, like he didn't high stick him. The guy fucking played it out. So it's a little bit different. So they want to right that wrong because everybody else saw it. But at the same time, it is one of those weird situations. And the only thing that I'm really trying to to get past is just more of it just kind of sucks that this guy is not going to be able to work again. I think a suspension maybe would have sufficed for a situation where, that was said. It's not like, again, there were players on social media, like active players that have retired, that were coming to this guy's side and basically saying, hey, look, we all know, it sucks to be on the wrong end of a makeup call, but we all know this is a thing, and that's how they, do their job to make it up. And he should not have basically been forced to retire over this. A suspension would have sufficed, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's unfair. You take away a veteran's ability to possibly referee a playoff game or referee a final series. You know what I mean? It sucks for the guy. You hate to see everyone's talking about transparency and how it's a bad thing in this instance. I'm starting to believe the same thing, man. I don't know.
So let's just get robots to call him.
No, it's not that, dude. It's keep the human element. But I think the thing that is the most bothersome, and our GM brings it up, it only benefits one group or two groups, really, and that's just fans and the media. It does nothing for the players. If I was a player, I would be kind of remiss at saying I don't know if I want to put on this fucking mic, because we're talking game plans, I don't know. It just seems like it's too much and a little too intrusive for my taste.
A little alternative thought process for you guys here as I was putting my desk back together because it just fell apart. So here's the thing, right? So we've seen that sports in general has done a very good, well, maybe too good of a job lately of policing itself in terms of blowback from fans, be it from, racial insensitivity or anything like that in the modern culture. And I feel bad calls or makeup calls or whatever you want to call them have always kind of been like an open secret in sports.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's never been outright discussed. It's never been confirmed. This is the first time that the general public has gotten a look at kind of one of the dirty little secrets in sports, right?
Yeah.
So who's to say that this wasn't not the NHL jumping the gun, but the NHL feeling like they need to make an example, even though for hardcore sports fans, we know it's there. We don't need it, but just to save face in the long run.
I think that's what they did. I think they're trying to save face, but I really think it's more of a thing, especially when my thing is, especially when you have active guys or guys that have actually played in the sport that know it is a thing, coming to this guy's side and saying, it was kind of ridiculous that they're forcing him out over this, when it's something that, even though it might not be the best way to do it, it's the only way to make, because when you make a penalty call, there's no way to say, oh yeah, we're going to go back 5 minutes. That was fucked up. We're just going to replay that 5 minutes and that guy doesn't get a penalty. You can't do that. You have to do something, and going over and apologizing to a guy doesn't help at this point.
Right, of course.
Especially if they score a goal on a penalty. I mean, it's you can't do anything about it. You have to do something to make up for that, and that's why they call it a makeup call.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Fair.
Yeah.
There were some changes to the draft lottery.
Oh, yeah?
2021 reduced from 3 drawings to 2. So the reduction to 2 drawings ensures that the team that finishes last in the NHL standings would pick no lower than number 3, which I think we all agree with.
Yes.
Needed to happen.
Yes.
And then beginning
the fact that the fact that a playoff team got the first overall pick in this past draft is just fucking hilarious. I mean,
I think it was 4 years ago or something, or maybe a little bit longer. I think Colorado too, who finished last, they got the 7th pick or something. It was
and it turns out Al's a bust anyway. Anywho,
it's dog shit. And then beginning in 2022, teams will be restricted from moving up more than 10 spots if it wins one of the lottery draws. And teams cannot win the lottery more than twice in a 5-year period. Wins in the lottery prior to 2022 will not be counted towards this total.
I mean, that they're really
making things fair.
Poor Buffalo.
Yeah, poor Buffalo.
Or for anybody who trades for Taylor Hall.
100%.
Right?
Hey, shout out to Edmonton for being the catalyst of this rule change. I would imagine.
I kind of like. Yeah, I like it too. I think there's no reason. It's like the same thing. Like, yes, we had a weird situation where a playoff team got it. Yes, it was expanded playoffs, but still, there's no reason a team that finished, even 15th worst, whatever it is, can jump all the way to number 1.
Right.
I mean, I
That's
get
not fair.
It's a lottery, but it's like I like the 10 spot requirement there because it's true. Like basically the worst you could finish is, I think it's 11th, 10th or 11th or whatever. Sorry, 10th or 11th. You can only jump that far, which
big fucking facts, dude. Big fox.
It only took a legacy franchise, Detroit, for them to change.
That ain't cap.
Yeah.
That's not cap.
No cap.
Nope.
No cap.
NHL partnered with Signify, the world leader in lighting. They plan to help 4,800 ice rinks across North America transition to sustainable LED and connected lighting. These solutions can help the hockey industry reduce its environmental footprint by improving energy efficiency while also delivering health and well-being benefits and an enhanced fan experience. I love it.
Me
I
too,
fucking
man.
love it.
Does that mean that Honda Center will no longer look like?
Oh God, I hope so.
96?
Yes, because it said that it's a collection of professional and local rinks.
Let's face it. This is just a broadened term to help lessen the embarrassment for Anaheim having as shitty as a stadium as they do.
At Edmonton's old spot.
Yeah.
I
think
I
it's
love
great.
this, man, and I think it's great for like the Kings, bro, because like the Kings already partnered up with a green ice making company, and now they're going green with their lighting inside of Staples. Like, that's fucking awesome.
They've actually been green for a while.
Yeah,
and
on top
happened at least like if not last year, it's been 2 years since they've had new LED light source in Staples Center.
Leave it to LA, bro. LA is always pioneering the progressiveness of the industry.
And really, the biggest reason I threw this in here is more of, again, we talk about how the NHL's kind of done a good job over the last several years trying to pioneer some of the positive things that we've seen in the sports world. So that's really the big
inclusivity, fucking,
and it's awesome, especially
all the different things. Yeah,
the steps that they've taken against like concussion protocols and stuff like that. Like, I think they're at the forefront of it, dude. Philly's going to be aggressive ahead of NHL deadline, looking to add D-man. GM, who's their GM right now?
That means Shane Gostisbehere is probably going to be out.
They're not happy with that decor right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Carter Hart also got told that he was being healthy scratch for the next 2 games too. That doesn't help because
didn't he
needs to practice harder.
Yeah, Ivan Provorov to Los Angeles confirmed.
I don't think Provorov's going anywhere.
I could see, but see, they want to add D-men, so like,
who
would the Kings send them for like a Shane Gostisbehere?
Well, I don't know that the Kings necessarily are interested in Shane Gostisbehere, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
I think if we were having this conversation 3 or 4 years ago, then absolutely. But now I think the Kings are going to have a quiet deadline only because we have so many pieces that we already need. They just need to develop, and we're fine with taking that timetable.
Yeah, and if they're going to,
I don't know,
it's going to be an impact player.
We'll talk about it more when we get into the Kings talk because I disagree with you there. I don't know who they're going to look to add, man. I really don't know what defensemen are going to be available. This is kind of a weird trade deadline because you're not seeing a lot of rumors and mumblings out there about who's available, who's not available, and stuff like that. I mean, if anything, I could see Philadelphia hitting up Buffalo for maybe Ristolainen. You got to think that Buffalo's.
I like that.
You got to think Buffalo's going to be going into full fire sale, bro. They have to be.
Miami Marlins style, bro. They're going to be giving away everything.
Yeah, which leads us into the next note here that Buffalo, it actually has increased as they lost tonight. They blew a 3-0 lead and lost in overtime.
I didn't see that.
They were losing. Oh, yeah, it was Philly. I think they were playing against Philly. They were Philly, like you said, were getting blasted 3-0 early on. They ended up losing in overtime. Buffalo's losing streak has now hit 18 games.
The
longest
record.
2000.
Longest, right?
Yep. I think in the 2000s, it's the longest losing streak record. They missed an empty net try with 157. Philly tied it 20 seconds later, and then they lost in overtime.
That's terrible.
Yikes.
That is absolutely terrible.
Imagine.
So when they hit 17, I had the notes on the 17 win streak because obviously 18 happened tonight. They tied the 74-75 Washington Capitals and the 92-93 San Jose Sharks for the second longest losing streak. Surpassed that tonight. Let's talk about that before we get into.
Here's the main question I have for Buffalo: does the streak continue?
Yeah.
So if I'm ownership there, I'm looking at canning my whole development staff, man, because they've had scouting and development, because they've had some pretty high end picks come in through the years, and none of them have fucking developed into what they should be. Rasmus Dahlin hasn't developed into what he should be.
Sam Reinhart, as good as he's been for them the last couple of seasons, Sam Reinhart was touted as being a potential franchise player.
Yes.
Yep. Casey Middlestat, I mean, what the fuck's going on with him? You don't even hear his name. I mean, Dylan Cousins, they have him playing on the fucking third line with like fucking Cody Eakin. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, I don't know, man. I just
Jeff Skinner.
They haven't
said his name yet.
Well, that's not a developmental issue.
He's got a question here. Someone do their research, please. Is Buffalo about to be the team in history with the highest payroll that won the highest odds for the lottery?
That'd be wild, bro.
9 million.
Fucking that wild.
They
need a culture change. They need a new GM.
They need everything.
They need everything.
They just need
you think they just blow it up?
Yeah, they need to tear it down and rebuild, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Hall's on the block. They already traded Eric Stahl for a 3rd and 5th round pick.
I mean, I at least would have asked for a second, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand why they went for a 3rd and a 5th, but
whatever.
Our GM brings up.
They set an interesting precedent with that trade, though. This is going to turn into a really interesting deadline now, I feel like. Because, we always say that we wait for that first big transaction to happen to kind of set the price for the industry, right?
Yeah.
So now you have your price for the industry. Eric Stahl, who's a competent top 6 center, just went for a 2nd and 3rd round pick.
3rd and 5th.
3rd and 5th, rather. Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
but look at this, though. Look at this. Look at these cap hits, bro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What the fuck is going on with Jeff Skinner? Can we all talk about this?
But what the fuck is going on with fucking?
He was an expiring contract. Yeah. Eric Stahl. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with Botterill in Buffalo? Why are you handing out these contracts? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's like a crazy teenager with a lot of money, dude.
I'll tell you why, bro. So we've talked about this in the past a lot, right? Where when you're a new GM and you come into a franchise, you try to make your stamp right away, right? Yeah. Jason Botterill in his head has been the new GM of the Buffalo Sabres for like 6 seasons. He's still trying to make it his team, and he's going about it all the wrong ways.
Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Look at him. Just look at him. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I think he meant Stahl, G.
Look at this fucking guy right here, dude. Just look at him.
He looks like he makes bad decisions.
That's the guy who signed Jeff Skinner to $9 million, Kyle Okposo to fucking $6 million, dude. What is he doing? What is he thinking?
He's spending other people's money. That's what he's doing.
Yes.
Ridiculously, it seems like. I mean, how long is that Skinner deal?
Skinner's
8 years? 8 more years?
No, he's got like 6 or 7.
Okay, so my point goes out the window. Never mind.
But still, they're fucked, bro. He fucked himself with that.
Jeff Skinner going to retire a Buffalo Sabre.
Yep. Jeff Skinner going to retire next year, dog.
Yeah, Jeff Skinner going to retire at 30 years old.
G just looked up his own thing. I think he said Buffalo's at 81 million.
Oh, so they're at the cap ceiling.
Jesus. And doing this.
Fucking trash, bro. Just trash.
That's a big
look, if you want to be a shitty team, Just sign Taylor Hall to your squad,
or hire Jason Botterill as your
I was
GM.
just about to say that. Just about to say that. So
or you do the combo, you get both of them, and then really turn
be
everything
really
to Shit
bad.
City.
Andre Vasilevsky win streak snapped a franchise-leading 12 games, too shy of NHL record.
That would have been cool to see, though.
Yeah.
He got the record.
Yeah.
He's been on fire. So's that team.
I just hate how fucking good Tampa Bay is, dude.
Why,
I'm sorry.
man?
I'm
Why?
sorry, Bill. I know you're gonna listen. I'm sorry, but I just hate how fucking good they are.
I disagree.
Why though? I don't
love
Because
how
it's
Tampa is.
not fair that they're able to have that much talent and promise these people paychecks without fucking income tax on it.
Why? Because
What do you
because
want
they had a superior management team for 10 plus years.
Yes, that's
And you're
number
gonna
one.
punish them for that.
And Zach is mad because of Florida state tax.
Yes, it's unfair.
Or the
That's how
lack
Well-
thereof.
that's unfair.
But then the same thing
people
could be
say.
said about. But then the same thing could be said about the Dallas Stars. There's no state tax there, and
Right.
you don't have guys fucking jerking off to go to fucking Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants to go to Texas. I'm sorry.
Well, but here's the thing, dude. Is so Tampa is kind of in an advantageous spot. I agree with Zach, only because Tampa's a gorgeous place to live,
Yeah, it's
Yep.
not ugly.
especially for guys coming from Europe. But here's the thing: despite the sales tax thing, LA has that too. So here's the thing: is I feel like every NHL city has.
Hold on. Whoa. You said
We have income tax here in California.
I'm not talking about. I know, but I'm saying that
income
every
state
city,
tax, high as fuck.
Yeah.
right? It is 100%. But every city has its own respective drawbacks and positives that they can use to sell to players. Not all of it is financial, but there are differences out there, right?
I'd like to think it's all.
What do we have to offer here? Bad traffic and tacos? Like,
Good weed. We got good weed.
Elite tacos.
Marketability for your name, especially for people who want a career after the game.
Yeah. You got some of these good-looking European hockey players that want to be actors after the fact.
they want to
Yeah,
go on
exactly.
Dancing with the Stars and shit.
But that's what I'm saying is every city has. It's not necessarily a level playing field, but it is a more or less level playing field. What it comes down to is how good your GM and your front office is at selling your city to this talent.
That's true. And we had
There is
Dean
a jock
Lombardi.
tax.
We had Dean Lombardi and we had fucking Daryl Sutter for the
And now we've got Rob Blake, and we don't got to worry about him no more.
Yeah.
This is true. We
Yeah,
are
but-
getting top talent.
But it is true. Everybody, I mean, I understand it's a little bit different, but there is the jock tax. They have to pay taxes in all the places they play. I mean, it's not like you sign with Tampa and you just get all of it. That's
Right.
just not how it
No,
works.
of course. But the majority of their paycheck, they don't have to fucking they don't have to pay.
It's like when you're a crane operator and you make 190K and they tax 55K. I don't know. I'm just
He
kidding.
said it's about 8.5. So it's about a $10 million contract. Florida take home is 9.2 and California is 8.5.
That's
Maybe.
a lot of fucking money, dude.
$700,000 is a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
But then again,
that's why you have to sell your city, just like
I
you
was
just
gonna
said.
say, but yeah,
That
but then
city
again,
can be sold for $700K.
if I'm making almost $10 million a year, and there's, I could go to another city and make $9 million, but guarantee that I win a Stanley Cup in a sport that I've been playing and grinding for my entire life, I'm gonna take that $1 million pay cut.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Yeah,
No, you
absolutely.
won't. No, you won't. Oh yeah, I got you, Gio. I got you.
Hey, hold on. I got a fucking problem with this fool calling you Dave, dog.
What's up?
What?
Only I call you Dave, bruh.
The fuck I call him
sorry.
Dave all the time.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he
fuck?
calls me Davicho. You're the only one that calls me Davicho.
Shesterkin back after missing 10 games with a groin strain. He tore his labia. Good for him.
Hey, I did that too.
Rask in first game since March 7th gets injured in first period of game versus New York Islanders.
This is true. The bigger issue is Kucherov hiding on long-term IR.
Yes, man.
Playoffs.
Fuck, dude.
Hey, shout out Cooch.
Wild. That's wild, bro. I want to see what his doctors are saying right now. Like, do you think the league does that?
Yeah, I think they have.
I don't think they can.
on him. There's no way that they're just like. I mean, there's no way they're holding them that long. Why would they
Yeah.
do?
Hey, Gio, you're gonna get me in trouble, dude.
For cap purposes, dude.
Gio's gonna get me in trouble with Zach right now, dude. Stop it.
back off my fucking man. You already still memes. You're not stealing my fucking man. Okay?
Hey, shout out to Gio for stealing memes. I saw that shit.
Dude, Tuukka Rask, man.
100% Cooch can play, dude.
What are they saying his injury is?
A torn labia.
Yo, I had the same thing.
All right, boys, it's been fun. I gotta go.
Oh, yeah,
take a
you
look at
gotta
the house.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alex.
How fun,
Good luck with that.
If this place works out, we will have an actual in the neutral zone studio.
Wow.
Hey, let's go.
This
And
this place has got it. So
Let's
All
go.
right.
Have a good night, buddy.
And I'm already halfway to being vaccinated, so.
Nice.
Yay! He's going to a gangbang.
Yep. Bro, that fucking sucks about Tuukka Rask, though, bro. That sucks.
Yeah, dude comes
You know
back
what?
and lasts a period.
Yeah, since March 7th. Yeah, dude, that's a.
But he's
like
also
3
an
weeks he's
asshole.
out.
He's also an asshole, so I don't really care all that much.
Wait, where are you getting that from?
Bro, have you ever seen him snap after losing a game?
Well, yeah, I mean, like
He
Jonathan
broke his
Quick-
stick. He broke his stick
Have
and it
you
went
seen
flying.
Jonathan Quick?
Hold on.
I saw Jonathan. Someone called Jonathan Quick a cocksucker, and he was like, "What are you calling me?" Like he was like throwing a fit.
Tuukka Rask threw his fucking stick into the crowd.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
He threw his
Souvenir.
stick. He threw his stick down the ice, like towards the refs, bro.
I kind of remember that, yeah.
He's got an anger problem, bro.
Was it Tim Peel?
This is Tim Peel.
Yeah, but that sucks. I mean, comes back first game and fucking gets injured. It's like,
Oh yeah, that's
yikes.
terrible. Oh, he's got to close the windows. He's being big loud.
Look at this. Did you see what Scott said? He could throw his stick this way all day.
Oh, I'm sure he could, Scott. Whoa,
eBay
hey.
all the way.
Wait, you're covering my face, bro?
Oh, what? Oh, when I do that?
Yeah.
It pushes it up, that's all.
Oh, Dave had to close the windows. He was being too loud.
I was, dude. I was getting rambunctious.
It's getting rambunctious. Mika Zibanejad sets NHL record with 6 points in consecutive games as he nets natural Hattie and 3 assists versus Philadelphia in both games.
You'd like to see it, man. He's one of us
is-
taller guys.
He is no, he's not. Dude's like
How
6'1",
come?
6'2".
Let me get that real quick. He looks a lot smaller on the ice than
He's
I
a
think he
big
does.
kid. He is a big kid. He's not
This-
small.
On my fantasy team, by the way, Scott says.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit about fantasy anymore. Hit me up for trades, people. I don't give a shit about it anymore.
Yeah, hey, you want all my shitters? Take them.
But
You guys
Scott, how did this feel when he just shit on the Flyers 2 games in a row?
Ooh, big
That's
fox.
a tough one.
How tall is he, Dave?
6'2".
He's like 220, 210, 220.
Yeah, he's
what do
he's
I got
not as
here?
small as you. I think it's the
208,
long.
210.
You know, maybe
He doesn't weigh
kinda-
very much for his height.
I know how to size up my men. But I mean the kid is just an absolute monster sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
Minnesota kept their home win streak alive. It hit 11 games, so they
I
won
don't know
11
if they.
games in a row.
I don't know if they won tonight. Let me see if that. Or I don't know if they were home tonight either. I'm looking right now. Scores. Wild was on the road and they're in overtime against the Sharks. 3-3.
Honestly, my guy, I haven't followed baseball since I don't know, probably like 2008, 2009. So I mean, I would be useless in fantasy baseball.
I suck at all things fantasy too.
I loved baseball, bro. I played baseball my whole entire life, but then once they took PEDs out of the sport, it got boring.
Yeah.
Carolina may look to trade one of their goalies to help other areas of roster. I don't even know what they're really lacking, man. Maybe some like scoring depth. But I'm not really sure what kind of talent they could get with. They're probably not going to move Mrazek. Who else do they have? They have Mrazek
James Reimer.
And
and
it-
Optimus Rhyme.
Yeah, they got
I don't know how to say his fucking name. It's like some fucking long. Weird name.
Nettle Jovic.
Yeah, that one.
Jovic.
I don't see. I mean, the only thing that would be of interest really would be Peter
Reimer.
Mrazek, but they're not going to move him.
No,
I mean,
no.
That's like
He's
their
No,
starter.
there's no really, yeah, exactly. They're not moving him. But
Wait, they're
yeah,
both
I think, like you
Mrazek
said,
and,
I think it's more of a depth move though. So they could trade one of the lesser goalies for a depth move at that.
Well, it looks like Mrazek and Reimer are both UFAs at the end of the year. So who knows?
Colorado extended their point streak to 10 games. Fuck Colorado. I hate them.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
Such a dick, Colorado.
No, they're really good.
And
man.
hold on, and they actually extended it to 11 games. Yes, 11 games. They won tonight. They beat Anaheim 5-2.
Gotta love it. You know, guys, this offseason, I felt one of
holy shit.
They're just attacking constantly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No. I was going to move on, but you are right. They are attacking constantly. It's just like an onslaught.
Just like Dave on this.
On your uncircumcised penis. So, guys, this offseason, I don't know if you guys saw one of the worst injuries I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Kirby Doc's wrist injury where he was like...
His shit was folded, bro. It looked like it just like this. It looked like an accordion, bro.
It looked like the letter Z.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird at one point. But made his season debut today after that injury sustained in the WJC. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's
one
back.
of my favorite players right now.
Kirby Doc, huh?
Yeah, man. He's smooth as hell, dude. And that's smooth, like, you know.
It's good for Chicago, too. I mean, it's good that he finally, made his debut. It sucked that injury happened.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's back. No, I agree. It's good that he's finally healthy and back to playing. I'm sure Jim's very happy.
Is it just me, or is Kirby kind of like the prototypical, like, Chicago Blackhawk? He just has that look. I don't know. To me, he just looks like he fits in perfectly with that team.
Yeah, I mean, why? Because he kind of looks like a Jonathan Taves or a Patrick Kane?
I guess I think that's what it is. Maybe
and we're not talking. Are you just talking about like how he looks, like physically?
Yeah, he just looks like an Italian. Like he needs to be there. He's just like, yeah, I love deep dish pizza.
Yeah, and jazz.
I like jazz. Smooth jazz.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
You sound like Fred Armisen.
I'm trying to do a
Saturday
Night Fever.
Jim,
I'm trying to do Saturday Night Fever, but it's not working.
PTL.
I like me some pizza that's like a cake. Well, I mean, that's what their pizza is like. It's like a fucking cake, bro.
Pie.
Layers of shit.
It's a pie.
It's way too big. If I can't fit my mouth around it, I don't want to eat it.
You've never heard someone say, I want some of that beautiful pizza cake. Like, no, dude, it's pizza pie.
I have heard somebody say pizza cake.
You heard yourself say that right now.
And it was Turk talking about me. Shout out to Turk. Love you.
I think he has a sexual fantasy for you, but whatever.
Cole Caulfield signed his 3-year ELC with Montreal after Wisconsin season ends. Led NCAA with 30 goals. I still don't think he's going to be an NHLer, but that's just me.
No, not happening.
He's just too small, man. Way too small.
I don't know. You've been saying the same thing about Zagreus. That, since
he's got height. He has height. Zegras is like 6'1", dude. Cole Caulfield is 5'8". Look what's going on with Connor Garland. Connor Garland lit it up in the fucking OHL, dude. Lit it up.
5'8's kind of tall to me, dude.
I'm sure it is when you're 5'6". Either way, you throw him into the NHL. Same thing's gonna happen to him like it does with Connor Garland, where he just gets fucking railed.
Do you think Cole Caulfield has like a Blake Lizotte type of role in him?
No,
in the NHL?
Because he's not a grinder. He's not a grinder. He's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I don't agree with that because again, we've talked about how the NHL's kind of gotten smaller, faster, all that. I think he fits in fine. I think, especially as elite of a goal scorer as he is touted to be, I think he'll fit in perfectly fine.
I hope I'm wrong.
You might be.
I love a good feel-good story.
Yeah, DeBrincat is 5'7".
That's literally still taller than me.
He had like one good season, bro. Relax.
That's the best season that anyone at that height
that's ever had.
Yeah, dude. You fucking take that back.
But still, though, I mean, look at Alex DeBrincat. I mean, yes, man, like the forwards are getting smaller, but defensemen aren't. You know what I mean? Like they're not really getting that much smaller.
Nope. Oh, but if he has some longevity, like maybe if he puts some weight on, like he can't get taller, obviously, but
yeah,
it's like
he pray really hard.
He just gets the he gets the knee or the whatever surgery from South Park that Kyle gets to play basketball. I don't know, man.
about.
I just don't.
I don't see it either, man.
He's just too short, dude. He's just too short.
All right.
Adam Fox with 11 points. Mika Zibanejad with 8 points. Ryan Strome with 8 points. Led the league in scoring over the last week to help the New York Rangers get back on track. Good for them.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever seen McDermott hit Garland? It's hilarious. UC Saros 3-0 9 with a .976 save percentage and a .67 goals against average and 1 shutout. Cam Talbot 3-0, .967 save percentage, 1.00 goals against and 1 shutout. Connor Hallebuck. What am I doing here?
It's just goalies that led the league this week.
Oh, Connor Hallebuck 3-0, 963 percentage.
Separate them. Yeah.
Aiden Hill went 3-0 with a .937 save percentage.
God damn.
So they all were just the top goalies in the league this week.
They all went undefeated.
4 undefeated. Yeah, undefeated teams this week.
Yep.
I mean that's what. Yeah, because it leads into the next one. Nashville went 4-0 on the week, extending their win streak now to 5 games. I don't know if I didn't look if they won tonight.
I think they did.
Pittsburgh, Washington, Carolina, and Minnesota all went 3-0 on the week. So it was really on the back of the goalies. Like if you look at their numbers this past week, I mean,
wild. Yeah, they look really good. Pitt, Washington, Carolina, and Minnesota all went 3-0 on the week as well. So I mean,
I love it.
Pittsburgh surging, even though they don't really have the depth. It's great to see.
No depth there.
Don't talk to Cole.
Well, I mean, Zach's like 8 inches taller than him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, I would be afraid of him like being able to jump up to my head and squeeze me with those fucking hams that he has for calves. But I mean, that's
best college player to ever play.
Well, I mean, that's not saying a lot.
Jack, look at this. Jack Johnson was the best college defenseman in college hockey for fucking 2 years. And yeah, he's Jack Johnson. I'm
glad to see Perfetti's watching. Thanks, bud. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Perf.
So on to the most important topic.
The only topic, really.
Is it?
Well, no, it's not. But it's our most favorite one, I think.
Not too many games for the Kings last week. When, only 2 games got swept by San Jose. 3 goals for, 6 goals against. Velarde and Doughty paced the team with 2 points. Dude, Doughty has to be up in the talks for Norris this year. Dude.
Yeah, 100%. He said he was working on his shot this offseason.
You could tell.
He's actually getting it on net.
Yeah. I can't make that joke anymore.
I feel like he looks smoother. I don't know if he's done anything with his conditioning. I think his skating looks way smoother than it's ever looked or has looked in recent years. I don't know, man. I think you're right, Zach.
I wasn't really watching. Someone told me that Obi was talking shit about Cole. Dude, look at Gio, bro. Look at him. Look at this guy. Can't say nothing, bro.
No.
Perfetti, guess what he's saying about our Cole? Deep dish is really good.
Pizza cake.
I wonder if Obi has any more memes I can steal and claim them as my own. Honestly, man, I love Gabe Velarde.
He's slowing down a little bit, boy.
He is. But he had an interview with he did a media availability. I think it was over the weekend where he talks with the mayor, John Hoven, Dennis Bernstein, Lisa Dillman, and all that stuff. And the mayor reported that it's Juan Jovones did report that it was the most dejected he'd ever seen Gabe Velarde look. Like he's always said that Gabe Velarde was always upbeat, positive, smiling, and stuff like that. And he said that this time he looks kind of beaten down, man. That he doesn't look like the same Gabe. And one of the things that Gabe brought up, and I absolutely agree with him, is he's not playing with consistent line mates. And number 2, I don't think the line mates that he plays with can keep up with his skill. Maybe Andreas Anthony, but they need somebody else on their right wing and not Jeff Carter.
No. Yeah. Jeff Carter definitely doesn't have the that finishing touch like he used to. Unfortunately, I love seeing him.
They need a sniper.
Athanasiou. Sorry, I always fucking say his name phonetically.
We said it wrong for a long time.
Yeah, man, I hate it. But yeah, he needs I like him with Kempe. I haven't seen them play together recently, but I mean, since that one pass he's had to Kempe for the game winner, it's kind of been kind of ugly for Gabe.
Yeah,
last like 6.
He had an assist tonight.
He did have an assist tonight.
He had an assist on the only goal the Kings scored against Vegas tonight. They lost 4-1. But I mean, that's been the Kings' problems throughout the whole entire season. Is they start out really hot and then they just fizzle out.
What I think it is that they find their stride, and what happens is
I don't think any of us have ever denied this. I mean, the Kings aren't good right now. That's for damn sure. Future looks bright though.
Yeah, man.
You know who the future doesn't look bright for? Cole Perfetti.
Nope.
And we were talking about Cole Caulfield, which makes it even better that he came.
Cole Perfetti.
Oh, fuck! I fucked that up.
No, I mean you didn't fuck it up because he has Perfetti. That's why Cole Perfetti.
That's true. Buddy,
one of my favorite things.
Don't call me buddy, guy.
One of my favorite things.
Friend.
Don't call me friend, guy.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm pretty sure everyone saw this, but I sent you guys the video on Twitter of the Curtis Gabriel situation.
Oh, yeah.
Let's play this.
Let's
play
this. Do you have the one that I sent you?
Oh, you got it?
I have the.
Oh, you have you're talking about the funny one, huh?
Yeah.
That one's classic.
So while Zach's pulling it up, for those of you that don't know.
Oh, I don't have it.
Curtis Gabriel. There was a situation earlier this week between the Wow. This guy knows.
Dude.
I remember when I first watched hockey.
Do you think about things before you say them? Or do you just like word vomit, dude? Because I mean that is the most freezing cold take I've ever heard.
I think that's worse than Manship's take.
Yeah, that is.
Perfetti, aka Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. I mean, I mean, every hockey analyst begs to differ with you, but all right.
And they get paid for it, but anyways, Curtis Gabriel, member of the San Jose Sharks, decided that it was going to be a very good idea that he, in pregame, was going to skate up and down center ice, stalking Curtis McDermott. And at the very end, he finally gets reasonably close to McDermott and cross-checks him during the pregame. Right. So obviously separated.
Right in the back too. He got
right in the back. Gets him with a clean cross-check. In pregames, nobody just fucking deciding he's going to do it. And
it's not like McDermott was like even paying attention to him.
No, he wasn't.
It was like
skating by.
Yeah, I'm just
doing his warm-ups.
Yeah.
So he skates by, gets cross-checked, and then
here it is.
During the game, they get in a fight. Curtis McDermott whips his ass. Got him pretty fucking good with one of the fucking haymakers for sure. Right in his fucking eye socket.
It was a straight right cross, and it landed so flush.
Oh yeah, the picture is amazing.
Oh yeah, here we go.
You guys ready for this?
I am ready for it.
Take the band.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Oh wait, brand. Let's see.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Did I do it with sound? I didn't do it with sound. Let me remove it real fast.
Okay. This is a.
But it's a great. I found this video on Twitter. I'll preface the clip here. I found it on Twitter because I troll Twitter all day, every day, and
Me too.
Here's what I found.
I mean, maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure someone will win the cup this year for sure.
pretty sure somebody will win the cup before the Kings do, but
yeah.
Not sure who it is yet.
And I think it'll happen this year.
Jonathan Quick there. Looks like Doughty's saying something to him right there, and is he kind of hunting his target? Wait a second.
Boom!
Oh my god. Get fucked.
He made him smile, dude.
He hit him so hard that he fucking made him smile.
Oh my god.
Christ.
I just love the music, dude. Just love the music.
He knocked him in a smoothie.
Dude. So not only did that happen to this man,
he got fined for getting his ass kicked.
but because he decided that he was going to be a dumbass and troll before pregame, he ended up getting fined $3,000, which was the max allowable due to his contract by the CBA. And his coach was fined $5,000 also for being a dumbass.
I think it's fucking 100% the right call to make for a fucking jamoke like this, dude. Nah, man. Seriously, it sets a precedent.
He's just trying to fucking spark the boys, dude.
Spark the boys.
But spark them with the fight. Be smart about it. Exactly.
There's tactic. Why are you going to attack him before
you don't see this very often?
Okay,
but you don't see this very often in pregame unless the players are fucking around with each other. You do not see this happen a lot where they actually start. Like he cross checks him, or usually it's a stick tap here and there, or some like with Clifford when him and the who the fuck was he talking with a couple weeks ago before
Curtis
the game?
Gabriel.
It was Curtis Gabriel, right? They were skating back and forth and they talked the whole time, and then nothing happened until the game, and they dropped the fucking gloves. That's fine.
I think the catalyst was Drew Doughty on this one.
He was trying to fucking intimidate him. I don't fault the kid for it.
You're not going to intimidate Curtis McDermott. I'm sorry about that.
But yeah, you gotta know that fucking Drew Doughty was right there chirping his fucking ass off, dude.
Oh, for sure. With
his fucking patented laugh.
God, so obnoxious. That's going to win the Norris Trophy this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, he does have an obnoxious laugh, dude.
But yeah, dude, it sets the precedent. I love the fact that they went ahead and they fined the coach too for allowing it to happen, for not buttoning it up. I get that you want to set the tone early on. But
there's other ways to do it. Talk shit. That's it.
Be funny. Be witty. Get under their skin. If you suck at being witty, then maybe don't play hockey or something. Like figure it out. But like, be good at talking shit. You get under their skin, and they make a mistake during the game, not you. And now you're short $3,000 because you're a fucking idiot.
Sure. Yeah. Fair assessment. And you got your coach fined. Way to go. I'm sure he had to do extra sprints.
Kings made a couple minor trades. Traded Brendan Lemieux from New York Rangers to the LA Kings for a 4th-round pick. The only thing that bothers me about this pick is that we sent them our pick and not Calgary's pick. I would have preferred to have sent them Calgary's pick.
What do you guys think of the move, though? I mean, I know Lemieux is going to add. He's not like a scorer by any stretch of the imagination, but like he's going to add that fourth line physicality that I think is maybe missing a little bit.
It's better to have a forward who's a scrapper than a defenseman who's a scrapper.
100%. Yeah, you don't want McDermott taking all those PIMs.
Plus, it adds grit to the lineup without having to play Curtis McDermott. So, I mean, I don't necessarily like it because he's going to be taking a roster spot from somebody who probably deserves it more, like, Fagamo or, Kupari or, fucking even Quentin Byfield, because Byfield's been tearing it up down in the A. But, I mean, it might just be something for expansion. He might be a part of like a bigger move. Who knows? You know what I mean? But
we don't.
I don't think it's something that's here for long term.
No, I don't either. And the thing is, we can't really question anything that that the Kings do right now because they've just had a strong track record over the last several years of making the right move. So there's, like you said, I mean, there was intention to this trade, whether people see it or not. I know Millsy was happy to get rid of Brendan Lemieux, but we're also not in front offices and not around the Kings 24/7. So whether it's a short-term move for the actual lineup or if it's part of a bigger move or whatever it may be, I trust what's being done right now.
Yeah, I do too, man. 100%. What was the other move that was made today, dude? That was the Amadio. That was the Amadio.
That's new, yep.
Dude, I can't believe it. Mortgaging our future.
They did not announce this correctly, and I'm very disappointed. The Ottawa Senators might as well just, reverse the trade now, because if they're going to introduce Michael Amadio, they needed to make a post that said number 1 center, Michael Amadio.
Yep, 100%.
If you're going to trade for him, that's what you have to do. You have to put that in your,
number 1 center, aka
at least in your
franchise saver, Michael Amadio.
I mean, they moved Mike Amadio for Christian Wolanin. It's more of an AHL move. Kings kind of need. I think they need body for the Kings. I think this is a taxi squad AHL signing. I don't think Christian Wolanin is going to break into the lineup. I mean, unless he comes in and completely wows some people, which I don't.
Are you saying he's not the dynamic lefty we were looking for?
I don't think so.
Well, the other thing too is really what this kind of like you said, if this was that kind of move, really what it points to is more so Michael Amadio. Obviously, it didn't pan out the way that they were hoping. Michael Amadio's kind of fell out of.
He's a nice guy, man. Let's just put it that way.
He's fell out of contention really for the lineup. Has been healthy scratched. He's been in and out of it, even though early on it kind of looked like maybe he would be one of the young players we wanted to have around. Has not really panned out that way, so it was kind of a way to move him out to maybe a team that might give him some more minutes and do exactly what you said, get some bodies for the A or the taxi squad.
Yeah, he's definitely wasn't going to get any minutes with NHL minutes, at least with the LA Kings, so.
He played his way out of LA, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did.
And it's simple. He played his 100%. Way out of LA. Feel bad for the guy because, I mean, had a great OHL career and a pretty good AHL career.
And start. I mean, when he first came onto the Kings, it was he looked like he was going to have some promise, and we wanted to have him around for a while in the lineup.
Sutter ruined him, dude.
Yeah.
Sutter ruined him. He scared the creativity out of him.
Back to one comment that I forgot to put in here about
I like
Sutter.
This one. I like this one.
So, if you hadn't seen, they asked Daryl Sutter because Johnny Gaudreau's next game was going to be his 500th, and he asked him, how does this work? What, is this special or whatever? He was like, well, I sure hope he's got more energy than his 499th game.
Ugh.
With a straight face.
I appreciate what Daryl Sutter brought to the Kings, and I love his press conferences, but I just don't think that motivates people anymore, man.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, is as funny as it is, just especially now since he's not our coach. I mean, it's hilarious. Like it's just funny to look at, like some guy with dry humor just saying, his 500th game. Like, it's actually a big deal for somebody like that, and that's what he has to say about it is kind of
but I mean,
shitty.
It just, I mean, I don't think it's shitty at all. I mean, it's putting things in a perspective. Like, dude, you've had all of the success up until now, and now look at where has that gotten you? You're not at this next level of the hockey player that you can be. I think he's trying to get the most out of them by maybe unlocking something like that by pissing them off. I don't know if these guys are mature enough to handle that type of stress.
That kind of coach just doesn't get reactions out of players anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. Is we've talked about it before. That coaching style just kind of,
but I think
going away.
But I think he could go like this, and show those 2 big ass rings, and just be like, yeah.
But then Johnny Gaudreau could just be like, that was fucking 10 years ago, bro. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, and
like we usually say when they kept showing the flag when we're doing the national anthem at Staples, when we just kept saying after like 3 seasons, like, it's enough.
Yeah,
that was 3 years ago. Like, stop. Let's move on. We need to get another one.
I get it, but that legacy does it should matter, and a lot of those players are still in the NHL. And are still trying to do things. I don't know. I think it bothers me to an extent because I don't think they understand the coach that they have at the helm. And they could be throwing away a great opportunity to be a great team. I don't know. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, that's fair. It was just more of a funny thing, but
it's hilarious. I mean,
the only thing is, like, it's funny to look at, but at the same time, when you put it into perspective for somebody like Johnny Gaudreau, that is a big number for a professional athlete. You're hitting a 500 game mark, And the only thing your coach can say with a straight face, I know he's a new coach, but it's like, especially then, it's like, wouldn't you want to say something nice about it too? Like, yeah, it's great. He got to the 500th game. You know, hopefully, like you can make that sentence a little bit better to where
Did they lose that game though?
Well, when was that? I think that interview was like a couple days ago. So I don't know that. He may not have. Maybe he played it. I don't know if he played that game yet. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. So I don't know if they even played that game yet. Shut up, Leif.
He's already played that game.
Oh, he did. He played it. Okay.
Yeah.
The 500th game for Goudreau.
Yeah.
Did he have more energy?
He had 2 assists.
All right. Well, it worked then.
He had 2 assists. Anyway.
Jesus.
Oh, hold on. From Sportsnet. Wins from Buffalo team since February 1st, 2020. Bills 15. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What is Buffalo's record?
It's bad.
It's like 6 and like something.
It's so bad. It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What's the number? What's the number?
Yeah, what is the number?
6, 23, and 5.
Good Lord. Dude, so I don't remember if we talked about it last week or not, but I did see another thing about that. When McDavid got to 60 points, they were trying to see like they said the point race is really between Connor McDavid 60 and then it was like Buffalo Sabres team goals and it was like 62.
Oh my God, dude.
Or something like it was really close.
That's not good.
That is terrible, bro.
Bad. Yeah, they are not. They are not in a good spot.
No,
That's
absolutely fucking not.
Do they break the record this week?
Yeah.
They break it, right?
100%. What's the win streak or what's the losing streak? What's your?
They're
number?
at 18. Oh, what do you think they're going to break it at? Ooh.
What's going to be the new record? Because they're going to break.
Hold on. Let's see. I want to look at
25. I'm going to say 25.
Oh, Botterill isn't with fucking Buffalo anymore.
He got fired, huh?
No, he's the assistant general manager of the Seattle Kraken.
What the? Yeah. Okay.
He got fired by the Sabres
Yeah.
June 16th. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought. Yeah, I remember when he took over. Yeah,
and Kevin Adams is their current
Buffalo 2.0. Huh. Let's see. Buffalo. Let's see. They play on. When do they play next? Buffalo. They play the Rangers on a Thursday, on April Fool's Day.
Bullshit. I don't believe you.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And then they play the Rangers again. So maybe they'll break it against Millsy, and then we can make fun of them.
Hopefully, dude.
But I don't know. If they get through the week, damn. They only have a couple more games this week, so that'll be interesting to see. I don't know.
They need to televise these games, dude. So we
100%.
can see history in the making.
History, yeah. Yeah, I think
history in making.
Yeah, is 18 they tied the record, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight. So yeah, okay. So I definitely think they lose their next game. I think they hit 20. I don't know if it lose out, baby. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
That's great.
Oh, Dave didn't watch Mandalorian.
I haven't watched all the way. So I haven't watched the second season yet.
Okay.
I suck at all this.
You saw in the first season. Then this is the way.
Yeah, it's the whole way. Listen, guys, I gotta get going. Oh, sweet. Let's do our beers because Daddy.
Yeah, do our beers. Yeah, we're done. You want to go first, Dave?
Yeah, I'll go first. You guys turned me onto this place last week with all the blue beers and the fucking green beers. Trippin' Animals.
Dude, there's
which one is that one?
This is the Bandito. It's the Session IPA.
Oh, okay.
Super light. It's not the best that I've had from them, and the best one I had from them was that sour that I showed you guys with it was like Beowulf or some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah.
That one I give a 9 on the Moan scale.
You're welcome,
Attaboy.
G. Appreciate that, and
RGM.
I'm glad we entertained you.
I hope you like our new special, Panthers Weekly. It's all for you, RGM.
So I had a milkshake orange. I had it this weekend.
I had it yesterday.
I bought 2 of them because it sounded really good. There is no this thing left.
It's not Follow Troy.
No, there's no milkshake in this.
No,
beer
and
whatsoever.
I'll let you continue to talk about it, but I will 100% agree with you. I had it yesterday. Would I drink it again? Sure, but it is not a milkshake IPA. There's no smoothness about it, which is what is a milkshake IPA. I agree with exactly what you're about to say.
It just left a lot to be desired, man. I was just expecting more.
I'm actually disappointed because Paperback makes everything I've had from them has been spectacular.
Bunny with a Chainsaw, the Dr. Strawberry or whatever. I mean, they're all pretty decent. But this just left a lot to be desired. And
That sucks, man.
I was not impressed at all. So this week on the Moan scale, I'm going to give it a...
Oh, that's rough.
I wouldn't buy it again.
Okay. That's fair. I would not seek it out, that's for sure. But if somebody got it, I would definitely drink it.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. If it was the only thing to drink, I'll drink it.
It's an orange flavored IPA, essentially.
Essentially,
Yes,
yeah. It's
exactly.
I'm trying to think. It's like a fresh squeezed, but with with orange.
Well, fresh squeeze. Well, yeah, but fresh squeeze doesn't market itself as a milkshake IPA.
Yeah,
is what he's trying to say.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's a fresh squeeze. So it's good. It's just not what it is advertised.
it tastes like it's like a West Coast IPA with orange. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
so me.
Damn, I haven't had fresh squeeze in a long time.
Me neither. I need to get some now.
Sounds so
fresh
good right now.
Deschutes is so good. So I had the Mother Earth 4 Seasons barrel aged coconut cake imperial stout.
Ooh.
With coconut, chocolate, vanilla, and lactose. This
That's
is 11,
diabetes right there, dude.
11.8%. So it says a bourbon barrel aged Russian imperial stout with Ecuadorian cocoa nibs, toasted coconut, and Madagascar vanilla and lactose. This beer was absolutely delicious. It tasted like a slice of coconut cake. It was smooth. It tasted really good. Again, 11.8%. So it is nice and heavy. It is a stout, so it has kind of that desserty flavor to it. Just not what she said. Sorry. Diabetes makes you read.
That's what I said, bro. That's straight diabetes in a can right there. Just don't drink Hey, Gio, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice, bro. Don't drink just barrel-aged stouts, bro. It'll give you fucking diabetes.
Yes, but you should definitely get some and try them because they are absolutely fantastic, especially like nighttime dessert time.
Oh yeah.
Instead of having actual dessert,
they're not a summertime beer. They're a wintertime beer or dessert beer.
Mm-hmm. Or dessert beer. Yep, correct.
Desert teeth.
Yeah. So, anyways, coconut cake imperial stout, absolutely delicious. I would buy this again. Moan scale.
Attaboy.
You make it sound like it hurts. You make it sound like it hurts.
It does, bro. That's a painful ejaculation.
But it feels good, right?
But it feels real good.
I like that we've kept the Moan scale.
Oh, I love it. I love
my
it.
favorite one.
Bro, this guy's talking about the beers that we're drinking, and when he drinks Mike Hard lemonade, get out of here, bro. Twisted tea, get the fuck out of here.
Right? And he likes the beers too. It's like, what the hell?
That dude's drinking Sparks.
He just hasn't been around for a while. I think he's just
I'm just messing.
Zach, you remember Sparks?
I do remember Sparks.
This was drinking Sparks and talking
God
shit to us.
damn, bro. drinking
Zima?
Sparks with the fucking paper bag around it, drinking a tall can of it.
Zima?
Sparks was like
Red
Sparks
Bull
was,
and vodka.
yeah, but what's the it was like a Four Loko,
Four
dude.
Loko,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, it was oh my god, dude.
Or like a Zima. He's having a Zima.
He's having a Zima. He's having a O'Doul's.
He's having one of those Lagunitas without the booze.
Hey, I drink those.
I'm 22. Twisted teas are my prime right now. I mean, I get it, bro. I get it. As you get older, your palate will become more refined.
And by refined, he basically means more messed up because you're drinking more alcohol and ruining your palate.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, this is true. This is true. I mean, all of us can't taste worth a damn.
We're just fucking with you. Yeah,
one time I woke up like after a night of drinking. I said, "Oh fuck, do I have COVID?" But it was just like, no, my taste buds are just fucked from last night.
Oh,
jeez,
funny. But
Anywho, boys.
Like and obviously like and subscribe all of our socials and stuff like that over here. Find me and Dave on the Zach and Dave Make a Podcast, also Dungeons and Dummies. You can also check out me and Furry on the media show on Wednesday.
Yep.
No.
Right after work for us.
Ooh.
I love Moscow Mules.
Oh, so do I, dude. When we went
so
when we went to Oregon for Dave's bachelor party, that's all I drank, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Love
so
Moscow
I
Mules.
love
They're
them.
so good. But boys, as they always say, with that being said.